What's up, guys? It's ItsGrawVez, and today we're going to talk about how to get an agent. So I get this question a lot. Sorry, it's a lot of energy. Whew. You guys don't know how much time it actually takes to get this stuff set up, mostly because I'm just weird like that. But anyways, back to the agent. I think it's weird that a lot of athletes that are in my position, you know, the underdog, undrafted, underrated guys, small school, they all put a lot of pressure, a lot of emphasis on getting an agent. And I think that's a problem, because if you're a small school guy, you have to be realistic and understand that agents become agents, sports agents, NFL, CFL, to make money off of an athlete's contract. So what that means is whatever his percentage, average would be around 3%. When his athlete gets signed to an NFL team, that agent is counting on receiving, you know, that compensation off of that contract. So you have to understand that it actually dumbs down when you try and sign an athlete that isn't already expected to be signed to a team. But that doesn't mean that the smaller school guy doesn't need or can't benefit from an agent. So I'll basically walk you through my thinking of how I wanted to find an agent and where my thinking was at the time. And then I'll actually give you guys some, you know, tips that might actually help you find an agent in other ways outside of what I tried to do. So when I was looking to play professional football during my, the end of my senior year of college, so around the spring, that's when the NFL Combine events, so around February, that's when the NFL Combine is. So around this time frame, my last semester in college, that is when athletes usually have an agent, because what the agent usually does is he's going to provide that space to live in, possibly. He's going to pay for your training, possibly. He's going to market you. He's going to be speaking about the teams. And this whole process, you have to understand, happens before the actual signing of a contract. So if I think back, at the end, during December, that's when I did my CFL, not my CFL, it was a D2 NAIA bowl game. So all the bowl games are in December, maybe at the early times of January. But you really want to start looking for agents probably around the end of your college season. Whether you leave college your junior year or your senior year, this is the buffer, this is the time that you want to be talking. And the weird thing is, NCAA, you know, all the legalities, they want to tell you what you can and can't do about talking to agents. To be honest, agents are going to start talking to you as soon as they think that you are able to get a contract. So whether that be sophomore year in college, junior year in college, these guys have their eyes on you. And I guess when I say these guys have their eyes on you, I'm talking more about the big fish. For you smaller school guys like me, once you play what you believe is your last game in college. So for me, I can't remember, yeah, it was our last game. I don't think we went to playoffs my senior year. So if you played your final game, as soon as you play that final game, the market opens up, which means this is the time for you to really dive in and find out, who do I want to be represented by if I think I need representation? And the way I did it was not exactly by looking for an agent specifically. I was looking more for a facility that would allow me to make it to the next level. What I mean by facility is a training facility that's going to get you in the best shape to put up those numbers at that combine, at that pro day, at that tryout. Because if you don't go to a facility, you're kind of basing your future of being a professional athlete on yourself and everything you know about training. And there are people that get paid to teach people how to compete at this level. So why, if you really want it, if you really want to play at that next level, why wouldn't you find somebody that has that knowledge more than you? I mean, if you know everything and you know how to train yourself and you're already fast and you think that the way you move and you think you're utilizing your body to its maximum potential, if that's you, all right, don't spend any money on, going to a training facility. But if you were like me and you wanted to do everything that was in your hands to give yourself that opportunity, then you'd be like me. And as soon as that last game ended for my my collegiate season, I started looking for facilities to train in because I wanted to put my best foot forward. So what my next step is that when you're looking for a facility, different facilities are going to tell you different things, right? They're going to give you meal plans, they're going to give you workouts, they're going to require you to leave the state. Some of them are here, some of them are there. And that's where the whole agent thing comes into play. For a small school guy, that's who I'm speaking to in this video, because a lot of you big guys, I mean, you have an agent, but the issue, this is for another video, the issue for the guys that already have agents is, do you have a good agent? But that's another video. For the small school guys, a lot of these facilities are going to tell you, hey, if you come and train with us, we'll get you an agent. So to answer the video question, how to find an agent, that's one way. And I don't know if that's the best way to do it, because think about it, it's almost like they're marketing their training facility based off the fact that they can get you representation. Just off of that fact, I didn't exactly feel comfortable with a facility telling me that. And the reason I didn't feel comfortable with that is because the two should not depend on each other. You should have an agent or find an agent based on your athletic ability and based on who you are. He should be wanting to know if he can get you to the next level. He shouldn't be coming to a facility and saying, hey, who are the guys in this facility that have signed and paid the money to train here, because now I'm going to represent you. That almost just sounds like entering, like, I guess what I'm saying is you're not of value if somebody's just going to say, if you come to our facility, we'll get you an agent. That doesn't show a lot about you. It shows a lot about what they can do. And when you leave college football, you become a walking billboard. Everything you do represents yourself. You're basically your own business. So you want somebody that's willing to invest in you as a business, as an athlete, and as a person. So when the different facilities told me that, it wasn't the fact that they could find me an agent that made me go, but it did give me a clue that, oh, if I go to a training facility, there will be more opportunities to find agents. And if there are agents there, then maybe there's going to be scouts. Because scouts sometimes do visit training facilities if it's one of the higher level facilities. Even if it's not a scout, people that know people that know people. And that is why an agent can be beneficial based on their contacts, based on them having a foot in the door already. But the next step is, how do you find the one that might be more in tune with you and getting you to where you want to go? So once the facilities told me this, the next thing I did was, I'm lying. Every facility did not promise that they could find an agent. Some did and some didn't. Some said, hey man, if you train with us, we can get you an agent. And I almost didn't like that, because if you can get me an agent, why don't you just get me one right now? You have to understand, after the end of your college year, you're open. Once you're done with the NCAA, you can get an agent like that, the day after you got done playing. So if a facility is telling you this can help you get that, then that already makes me wonder if this is the place that I want to go to. So what I ended up doing was picking the facility that best met my needs and what I believe I wanted to do. Some people are going to focus on strength, some people are going to focus on speed, some people are going to focus on position work. Everybody has their thing. You got to find what fits best for you. The next thing is, you're going to that facility to fine-tune your body, but also to market yourself. Because you have to understand, let's reverse engineer finding an agent. I want to find an agent, but you got to think about, what does an agent want to find? If an agent is looking for another potential contract to sign with, he's gonna look for a guy that he believes can get to the next level. Now, where is he gonna find a guy that can get to the next level? He's gonna go to facilities that have those types of guys. He's gonna go to bowl games that have those types of guys. So the next step is, okay, if I want this guy to see me, I need to get myself in front of him. And when I do get myself in front of him, I need to perform at a level that makes him want to invest his time, his money, and his effort into me. So, with that being said, I thought about, where do I see the most potential, not only for me, but around me? Because if you surround yourself with people that are gonna make it to the next level, it's gonna be that much more supportive, motivating, inspiring, and possible for you to get to the next level, whether that be CFL or NFL. So, what I'm saying by that is that agent is gonna go to the facility that has the better crop, the cream of the crop. He wants the best, he's gonna go look at the best places. So, my place happened to be Lando Performance. A lot of agents do come to see if there's any potential talent there. There's other places that are out of Colorado, Bommaritos, Exos. These are your big high-end, you're paying for what you get type of facilities. Are they going to be dramatically different in the amount of training? I couldn't tell you that because I trained at Lando Performance. But you have to understand, if you